Being in India, selling to Indian audiences, I was able to sell 30K of cash from DMs, only DMs, not talking about sales calls at all. That's the power of content in today's trust economy. How do you do that? These are like only 4 things that you gotta do right now to actually make sure that people are going to buy from you. How's it going, guys? It's a very good day here in New York City, in New Jersey. Just had a ice cream for dessert. Man, I love dessert, bro. Like, I just love desserts. I've been like kind of studying a lot about building personal brands, creating content for founder, right? And specifically, like, how do I stand out in this industry where everyone is just talking about personal branding, content, info and everything, because you see a lot of people out there, it's just crazy amount of people out there. And to be really real, right, we started our personal branding agency literally 2 years ago, before even these people like selling personal branding, consulting, done with you services. Right now we are doing done for you agency, right? And we had a bunch of clients. We like closed multiple tech founders, big tech people in India, internationally. It's just an insane journey, and I choose to really come back to consulting, not because it was the shiny thing, but because I hate doing end-to-end project management and everything. It was just super operationally draining for me. And I knew that that was something that I was not going to do for a long period of time. That's exactly why I also got into consulting, because I could use my exact information, exact knowledge to help people build personal brands and install the infrastructures, also help them with scripting as well, ideation as well, building the personal brand, the entire strategy, because that's the whole point. Editing was just a tiny bit of thing, which also made a lot of sense, but it was just not worth my time, not worth my time of building that agency. And hence I started consulting. But now people assume that, hey, like you just started because everyone's just on that. Few of them, not everyone, a few of them. I have over 80K plus followers combined on my personal brand, right, across multiple Instagram accounts. And the reason again was very specific. I want to position myself in completely 2 different ways, monetize both of my personal brands and build businesses on top of it. That's been the goal, and that's exactly how I was able to make over $100K in the last 1 year. And again, like, that's like $100K cash collected, not some deals closed or something like that, like actual cash collected. Right now, pretty much dialing down on building a personal brand, not like expanding my personal brand onto multiple other platforms like YouTube, specifically YouTube, just because that's the only way out. Short form content gives you a very little time for you to kind of differentiate yourself, which is ideally not really enough for you to really differentiate, because you are forced to create content for the algorithm, not something that you love to do. It's very hard, because if you do that, if you try to package it in that way, it's again going to look super superficial. It's not going to look raw. There are, again, for sure, there are creators who make it look super effortless, but especially for me, bro, like, I need long form content to kind of speak the way that I'm speaking right now on camera. And that's exactly why I'm kind of doubling down on YouTube as well. The only reason why I was also kind of procrastinating is because I didn't find a thumbnail designer. But now I'm like giving like no fuck about it. I just don't care about it, bro. Like, a YouTube video that I posted 1 year ago got me done for you agency leads, which I didn't even expect that would get me. I got like 20K plus views, 30K plus views on that video, and I fucking designed that thumbnail on Canva on on my basic laptop, right? That was not even like a pro plan. It was a very gentle plan. And that just made me realize that, bro, like, you are just giving yourself reasons to not create content on YouTube, and I have to start somewhere, bro. Like, my first 100 reels were not even perfect, bro. Like, they were completely opposed to what Instagram algorithm wants right now, because if I go back and look at them, right, I just feel like, fuck, bro, like, what did I even create content about? But then I realized, like, you can only connect dots backwards, not front ways, right? So if I look back, I was just training my muscle to be a good content creator. I was not a good content creator, bro. Like, I had like passion about creating videos. I used to get excited when people were talking about content in general, YouTube in general, Instagram in general, but I was no expert at all. But I've scaled it like to what, almost to 60K followers in like less than a year. And this year I kind of took a step back to kind of build more in the business and kind of reduce my content for a bit. But I think that's the worst mistake that I've done, because as a founder, you've got to realize that the highest leverage task right now for you is to create as much content as possible, because your marketing should do the selling. I hate to take sales calls. I hate to do sales calls, bro. I want my marketing to do the heavy lifting. So when person comes onto the call, they're already pre-sold to kind of buy from me. Like, the reason why I work with a lot of other coaches, creators, business owners is because I want to make their content heavy lifting. So you basically sell people on DMs. Bro, I've sold almost 30K out of that 100K revenue. I've closed over 30K on my DMs, bro. Like, literally on my DMs. Not even taking a sales call, right? And you've got to realize the power of how important your content is here. And like, show me one guy who has done that on DMs on this, like in this industry right now. Show me one guy. No one, right? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Being in India, selling to Indian audiences, I was able to sell 30K of cash, pure cash, like payment coming into my bank account from DMs, only DMs, not talking about sales calls at all. That's the power of content in today's trust economy. How do you do that? There are like only 4 things that you gotta do right now to actually make sure that people are going to buy from you. Your personal brand must have these 4 key elements. And if you have this, you are going to sell to people without even hopping on a sales call. If you're like me who hates sales calls, right? The first one is gotta be your authority. Like, this is where everyone nails it. Everyone does it, bro. The remaining 3 things are something that everyone just fucked up. Like, no one really cares about, because I can tell that guarantee, with a guarantee, because I have done those mistakes. That's why I'm trying to fix right now. I've done those mistakes so that you can learn from me. What I want you to realize is the first one, which is authority building, where you're kind of establishing yourself as this person who has the authority or the expertise to talk about the stuff that you're talking about. For example, me talking about building your personal brand, creating content that will get you leads for your business. I'm trying to demonstrate my authority by showcasing that, hey bro, like this is exactly that has worked for me and this isn't. I'm also trying to put my credentials out there so that you now believe that I'm authoritative to talk to you. Because why would you listen to someone who doesn't have any kind of proof out there? Because there are a lot of dickheads out there on Instagram who have no proof, talking about, hey, this is exactly how I close this much more of deals. This is exactly how you build a personal brand as an entrepreneur. Bro, like, stop jerking off on camera. Like, literally, I can sense it from you, bro. Like, every deal that you're talking about, like, if you're a true entrepreneur, you can literally sense it from the camera if this guy is faking or not. I can sense it, bro. I've been in the space since like last 2-3 years. I've spoken to the people who make a lot of money. I've spoken to people who doesn't make a lot of money. I've worked with clients who make a lot of money. I worked with clients who doesn't really make a lot of money. They say that I do this, I have this much amount of money, but bro, like, honestly speaking, their bank account doesn't really prove it, right? I have multiple 5 figures USD in bank account, sitting in savings account right now. I can tell you, I've made over $100K, right? I spent like bunch of it just on my mentorship, just on my travel. But let's don't digress on that, right? Talking about how you actually demonstrate authority is, first of all, involves that you exactly know what you're talking about by providing high quality value. And most of the other people showcases, because it's very easy to provide value, bro. Go on to some viral reels, just copy paste the exact same thing. You'll be demonstrated as authority. But proof is what really makes you stand out. If you have proof, bro, you're insane. Build a credibility document that you can showcase to your clients. Like, include that in your scripts. Even if you're copying, I don't care, bro. Just include your credentials in the scripts so people spend their valuable time watching your content. Number 2 is let them relate to you. To build trust, your audience needs to see parts of themselves in your story. Because, bro, like, let me just give you a simple example, right? You don't know who I am. Like, you don't know where I come from. You don't know where I live. You don't know what I do. You don't know nothing about me. I'm just giving you value for what? Why would you listen to someone? Right? Would you even take advice from someone who you don't even know them, right? If you literally like maybe like attend a party outside and this guy is telling you and coming, you're preaching about, hey man, like, you're managing your money wrong. This is exactly how you manage your money. You're spending it on the wrong thing. Why would you even listen to him even though he's giving you free value out there? Do you get my point? People listen to people. They should know you before they actually listen to you. That's how you build that relatability, bro. Like, your audience need to see parts of themselves in your story. They have to know exactly where you're coming from. Because, bro, if you're just talking about, hey man, I did $100K and you're just talking about your wins, how would people relate to you? They will automatically think, hey man, like, I'm not even able to, like, I won't be able to achieve that 100K goal. Why should I even watch this content? But when they find you relatable, they're going to look themselves in your story and be like, hey man, if this guy was able to do it, me, the existing quality that he had earlier will be able to achieve the same goal that he is able to do it. A lot of people, like, if you really look at movies, right? A story, like, for example, Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Why is this kid a regular high school student, right, in a country like US? Because a lot of youngsters relate to that. And that's why they worship and they look at Spider-Man as a superhero. Because if this storyline is not set up, right, if this person from high school is not set up, people would just see Spider-Man like some superficial thing. They would not really have that kind of connection with this person out there. So always share your past experiences, your story, and always highlight those key details, the key moments. Like how Peter Parker had a girlfriend, had a best friend. I think he lives with an aunt. He lives in a New York apartment. But people in the US worship him. Why? A high school student becomes a Spider-Man and becomes the savior of New York City. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be the Spider-Man. You have to be a Peter Parker as well. You've got to build it from there onwards. Spider-Man doesn't exist without Peter Parker. You've got to be Peter Parker first, then Spider-Man. Step 3, let them admire you. Relatability is crucial. Like, it's definitely what, like I said, right, connects with your audience. But you also need to talk about your transformation. This is what I'm talking about. Like the way that people admire you, which is step 3, is by you showcasing your transformation. For example, why would you admire Peter Parker if he were not Spider-Man? Do you get my point? You're exactly sure how did this person go from a high school student to a Spider-Man? Right? It's exactly what happens. You have to, like, the transformation is something that you've got to showcase. That's what business documentation is all about. People look at you, bro. Like a lot of people who work with me right now, they have seen my journey since the last 2 years, who have been following me, of me trying to create content. They've been following me since that day, and now they see me making this kind of money. They admire me now because they've seen the journey on public, like in public, because I've documented each and every single part of it. And that's why they work with me as well, because they admire me. They see, okay, this guy has something in him. This is exactly what you would, signal your audience to do the same. Moving on to the 4th one, give value unconditionally. A lot of people, even me, made a mistake of creating content for the sake of creating content because I want my ICP to reply, people to engage, my ICP to follow me, my ICP to comment on me, on my lead magnets, for my lead magnets. And bro, that's the bullshit thing that you could do in your journey of building a personal brand, because it just shows off, bro. Like when you're trying to create content for leads, when you're trying to expect something out of your content, it shows up in your content. People will sense it automatically. The only way to kind of get rid of that is by not expecting anything. It's like love, right? Your mom gives you unconditional love. She cooks for you, right? And she doesn't expect that maybe you would do some kind of work, or maybe you would buy her something, right? She doesn't expect anything in return. That's exactly why you love your mom than anything in the world, bro. You have to understand that. Your audience are literally the same as well. They'll start loving you because you're not expecting anything from them. Because bro, like 99% of the people will not even buy from you. 99.5% of the people won't even buy from my content. Only 0.5% people, again, buy from me or become my clients because they want my brain to kind of work with them, so I can build those, I can implement systems that I built, to kind of scale their personal brands and work with them so that I can give them more credibility. Again, you should be financially invested in a way to kind of seek my help as well. But then what about 99.5% of the people? Because right now, bro, like I don't really believe in like only create content to kind of, get clients and all that stuff, bro. That it's just not sustainable for me. That's not exactly what I want to do, because I genuinely love creating content. I want to build a community, not just for my business. I want to inspire people, bro. Like building business is just a part of it. My life is more than just a business. I want to build communities. I want to inspire people. I want to create movements out there. And how do you do it, bro? If I can inspire someone to build a personal brand right now and build a business on top of it, bro, like that's a win for me, because right now that's going to change his fucking life. That means he's going to impact his family as well. He's going to change his family's life. He's going to change a lot of other people's life by giving employment to other people, bro. How fucking insane is that if you think about it? More than the money that I'm making from my clients and everything. That's exactly what I am trying to do here. I'm not trying to you shouldn't be needy, bro. Like you shouldn't be that person who just wants to get something because you're putting out something in the world. You have to detach yourself. You shouldn't expect anything. You have to give people and not expect anything. Because bro, like you will come to a stage where there's a deficient, right? You're giving so much value out there, and it will not be balanced out if the universe doesn't give you back. And you will be paid. You will be rewarded for sure. Maybe it's not going to happen tomorrow after you post a reel, but it's going to happen after like 2 to 3 months after you posting a reel, right? If it's taking time, it's okay to take time. It's okay. But always remember, always have faith in God that it is going to come to you. Once you put yourself out there, once you give value to people out there, it is going to come back to you no matter what. That's my faith as well. That's my hope as well. So yeah, this is exactly like, these are the exact 4 elements that is going to make you an absolutely magnetic personal brand out there. I don't care which niche you're in. You can be in fitness, you can be in spiritual, right? You can be a content creator, you can be anything, bro. Like any business that you're scaling out there. In order to build a personal brand, these are the only 4 key elements that is going to make your brand so magnetic that people are going to come and be a part of your community or just buy from you. That's a goal. Keep creating content, keep impacting lives. This is going to be the last video that you're going to watch before you create content. Signing off.